In this video, we are going to talk about top 10 benefits of drinking coffee. So before starting, please like this video and subscribe to this channel for our future updates. Coffee is one of the most widely consumed beverages on the planet. It also appears to be quite healthful, owing to the high concentrations of antioxidants and beneficial nutrients found in it. According to research, coffee drinkers have a significantly lower chance of developing a number of dangerous ailments. It's possible that your regular cup of coffee is doing more for you than just providing a caffeine boost in the morning. In recent years, the health effects of coffee have been a source of debate, with supporters praising the beverage's antioxidant activity and brain-boosting abilities, and detractors citing drawbacks such as insomnia, indigestion, and an increased heart rate and blood pressure. However, the most recent wave of scientific information delivers a slew of encouraging news for coffee enthusiasts. Here are the top 10 benefits of drinking coffee. So, let's start. Number 10. Can improve energy levels and make you smarter. Coffee can help people feel less weary and have more energy by increasing their blood flow. This is due to the presence of a stimulant known as caffeine, which is the most widely used psychoactive chemical in the world. The caffeine in a cup of coffee gets absorbed into your bloodstream shortly after drinking it. From there, it travels to your brain to do its function. Caffeine has been shown to inhibit the inhibitory neurotransmitter adenosine in the brain. When this occurs, the number of other neurotransmitters such as norepinephrine and dopamine in the body increases, resulting in increased neuronal firing. Coffee has been shown to increase numerous areas of brain function in humans, including memory, mood, vigilance, energy levels, reaction speeds, and general mental function in a large number of controlled trials. Number 9. Can help you burn fat. For a good reason, caffeine may be found in practically every commercial fat-burning supplement on the market. It's one of the few natural chemicals that has been shown to aid in fat burning, according to research. Caffeine has been shown in several studies to increase metabolic rate by 3 to 11% in healthy individuals. According to other research, caffeine can specifically improve fat burning by as much as 10% in obese persons and as much as 29% in lean individuals. Those that consume coffee on a regular basis, on the other hand, may find that these effects fade. Number 8. Can drastically improve physical performance. In addition to stimulating your neurological system, caffeine signals fat cells to break down stored body fat. However, it also causes an increase in the amount of epinephrine, adrenaline, in your blood. This is the hormone that prepares your body for great physical exercise, sometimes known as the fight or flight response. Caffeine aids in the breakdown of body fat, releasing free fatty acids that can be used as fuel. Due to these characteristics, it should come as no surprise that caffeine has been shown to boost physical performance by 11 to 12% in the laboratory. As a result, it is advisable to have a strong cup of coffee around half an hour before heading to the gym. Number 7. May lower your risk of type 2 diabetes. Currently, millions of individuals around the world are affected by type 2 diabetes, which is a huge public health problem. It is characterized by high blood sugar levels that are caused by insulin resistance or a decreased ability to secrete insulin, respectively. For some reason, people who consume coffee have a much lower risk of developing type 2 diabetes. Individuals who consumed the greatest amount of coffee had a 23 to 50% lower risk of developing this condition, according to research. According to one study, the reduction might be as high as 67%. The consumption of 1 cup of coffee per day was found to be associated with a 7% lower incidence of type 2 diabetes in a major assessment of 18 studies involving a total of 457,922 persons. Number 6. May protect you from Alzheimer's disease and dementia. Alzheimer's disease is the most common neurodegenerative illness and the primary cause of dementia in the world, affecting around 5.3 million people. This ailment often affects adults over the age of 65, and there is now no recognized cure for it. It is possible to prevent the sickness from arising in the first place, though, by taking a number of precautionary measures. This includes the obvious suspects such as eating well and exercising, but drinking coffee may also be extremely beneficial in some cases. Several studies have found that people who consume coffee had a 65% lower risk of developing Alzheimer's disease. Number 5. May lower your risk of Parkinson's. Parkinson's disease is the second most prevalent neurodegenerative disorder, trailing only Alzheimer's disease in terms of prevalence. Your brain's dopamine-producing neurons die as a result of the death of these neurons. As is the case with Alzheimer's disease, there's currently no known cure, making it all the more crucial to focus on prevention. According to research, coffee drinkers have a much lower risk of developing Parkinson's disease, with a risk reduction ranging from 32 to 60%. In this scenario, caffeine appears to be advantageous in and of itself, as persons who consume decaf do not have a lower risk of developing Parkinson's disease. Number 4. Can fight depression and make you happier. Depression is a serious mental illness that results in a markedly impaired quality of life for those who suffer from it. It's extremely common, with approximately 4.1% of people in the United States meeting the criteria for clinical depression at any given time. According to a 2011 Harvard study, women who drank 4 or more cups of coffee per day had a 20% decreased risk of developing depression. Another study, which includes 208,424 participants, discovered that people who drank 4 or more cups of coffee each day were 53% less likely to take their own lives. Numerous studies have found a link between coffee consumption and lower rates of depression in both men and women. According to the findings of various research, there is an inverse association between coffee intake and depression. In other words, heavy coffee users appear to have the lowest risk of depression, up to 20%. Number 3. May lower risk of certain types of cancer. Cancer is one of the world's leading causes of death. It is characterized by uncontrolled cell growth in your body. Coffee appears to be protective against 2 types of cancer, liver and colorectal cancer. Liver cancer is the 3rd leading cause of cancer death in the world, while colorectal cancer ranks 4th. Studies show that coffee drinkers have up to 40% lower risk of liver cancer. Similarly, one study in 489,706 people found that those who drank 4 to 5 cups of coffee per day had a 15% lower risk of colorectal cancer. Number 2. Doesn't cause heart disease and may lower stroke risk. Depression is a serious mental illness that results in a markedly impaired quality of life for those who suffer from it. It's extremely common, with approximately 4.1% of people in the United States meeting the criteria for clinical depression at any given time. According to a 2011 Harvard study, women who drank 4 or more cups of coffee per day had a 20% decreased risk of developing depression. Another study, which includes 208,424 participants, discovered that people who drank 4 or more cups of coffee each day were 53% less likely to take their own lives. Numerous studies have found a link between coffee consumption and lower rates of depression in both men and women. According to the findings of various research, there is an inverse association between coffee intake and depression. In other words, heavy coffee users appear to have the lowest risk of depression, up to 20%. Number 1. May help you live longer. It's true. Coffee drinking has been related to a lower incidence of cirrhosis, particularly alcoholic cirrhosis, in addition to lowering the risk of liver cancer. The results of a study published in the Archives of Internal Medicine indicated an inverse relationship between increasing coffee drinking and a reduced risk of cirrhosis, with a 20% reduction in risk for each cup eaten, up to 4 cups. Given the fact that coffee consumers are less prone to contract a variety of ailments, it stands to reason that coffee could help you live a healthier and longer life. Several observational studies have found that coffee consumers have a decreased risk of death than those who do not drink coffee. According to 2 extremely large studies conducted over a period of 18 to 24 years, consuming coffee was connected with a 20% lower risk of mortality among men and a 26% lower risk of death among females. Those suffering with type 2 diabetes appear to be particularly susceptible to this effect. Individuals with diabetes who drank coffee had a 30% decreased risk of death, according to a study conducted over a 20-year period. What do you think of our list? Which thing do you like from the above list? Let me know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go. Thanks for watching.